And another big week for tech kicks off. We got Texas Instruments reporting earnings right after the bell today. So what should investors be looking for in the chip sector? We'll help you get a grip on the chips when we're back. Much of the tech sector, including many of the chip makers, all feeling the pain of the global slowdown. This week, investors are bracing for another earnings report from wireless chip supplier Texas Instruments. More now from CNBC's Jim Goldman. Hey, Jim. Now we actually got a guy who makes his living following chip stocks. Chip analyst Doug Freedman at Broadpoint AmTech in San Francisco. Hey, Doug, you know what? I'm thinking takeover for TI, consolidation among the chip makers. No? No chance?
TI has been a consolidator in the chip industry. You mentioned that they, did really big stuff in the DSP market. Well, over the last 5 years, they've actually built a pretty good franchise in analog through acquisitions. That's definitely a possibility going forward.
And are you recommending the stock as a buy right now? I lost my notes on you.
TI is the one company in the large cap semi space that we do have a buy on. We like it better than Intel because they are a management team that recognizes their predicament and is actually working hard to try to restructure the business. We expect to hear some layoff announcements. They're exiting some of the baseband business that goes into cell phone. They're focusing on embedded computing and analog going forward. When we see companies do this, they tend to see margins improve over the long term. Managing to those higher margins or modeling those higher margins is really a challenge for Wall Street to see past, the darkest days and into where there's actually going to be some earnings leverage going forward.
Doug, real quickly, when do we see those good times ahead? At what point? What's your model telling you?
We're not thinking that we're going to see any sort of recovery back to demand levels until the back half of 2009, pretty much at the earliest. We're preparing, TI is probably going to have very much going to have a down quarter in March, could actually even have a down quarter in June again, and we would think that things stabilize and start coming back up to demand levels. The one comment I would make, Nokia's report, we saw a really encouraging sign that inventory has dropped 22% quarter to quarter over there.
And that's a good sign because now they got to restock and TI will supply them with all those DSPs. All right. Thanks so much, Doug. Thanks, Jim, out there in Silicon Valley. We'll see you. Have a good day, guys.
Great. Thanks. Take care.
All right.